Okay, guys, welcome back to On the Rise podcast. And today we are in Psalms 3, and we're going over the whole book of Psalms from start to finish. And here we go. So we're going to go from verse by verse, and I'm going to be explaining the meaning like I did in Psalms 2. But today we are in Psalms 3. So, this is a Psalm of David when he fled from his son Absalom. So verse 1, Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? The explanation, David begins by crying out to God, overwhelmed by the sheer number of his enemies. These foes are not just physical enemies. They include those who have turned against him politically and spiritually. He is deeply outnumbered and vulnerable. Verse 2, many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. By the way, this is the NIV version. I only read from the NIV version. I like all the other versions, no hate. I just read from the NIV version or the NLT version sometimes if I'm really having trouble understanding it. So verse 2 means David is not only facing a physical threat, but also crisis of faith from others. People are mocking his trust in God, claiming that even God won't help him now. This intensifies his suffering, being rejected by both by men and in the eyes of others, seemingly by God. Verse 3, but you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. Despite the negativity, David declares his trust in God. He uses three metaphors. Shield, God is his protection on all sides. So God is like our big shield because he's always protecting us, right? Glory, God is the source of his honor, not his throne or public approval. Lifter of his head, a sign of restoration, dignity, and confidence after shame or defeat. Verse 4, I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. David reaffirms that God hears and answers prayer. Holy mountain refers to Mount Zion, representing God's presence and rule. Even while in exile, David believes his prayers reaches to God. Verse 5. Don't worry, y'all. We're almost done. Verse 5. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. Despite the danger, David can sleep peacefully. So despite all his danger that he's going through right now, he knows he can still sleep peacefully because he knows God is with him. That's how much confidence he had. And that's how much confidence I want to have, like David. This shows his deep trust in God's protection. He rests not because the threat is gone, but because God is sustaining him. Verse 6. I will not fear the tens of thousands assail me on every side. David's faith is unshaken. Even though he is vastly outnumbered tens of thousands, he declares he will not be afraid. His confidence is rooted in God, not his military power or circumstances. Verse 7, arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw, break the teeth of the wicked. This is a bold prayer for deliverance. The imagery strike, break the teeth is symbolic of disarming and defeating his enemies. David is asking God to intervene decisively. Why is that word hard? And silence those who speak against him. And the last verse 8, there's only 8 verses to this psalm. For the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. And the explanation is, David concludes with the general truth. Salvation comes from God alone. Even in personal crisis, he prays for God's people as a whole, showing leadership and care for the nation. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed Psalms 3. In a few days, it will be Psalms 4. But every single day on my TikTok and YouTube Shorts, I post each psalm every single day. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys can go follow me on those as well. Please share and like and subscribe with all your friends because that helps me out and the channel to grow. And yeah, we're out.